All right, Matt, this is us loading up. Say something smart for the camera.
It's gonna be an epic adventure.
First annual Boundary Waters. That's Matt's load. We sold some snowmobiles and bought a new tent and titanium stove. So that's the whole camp with cots and all on my sled. The homemade half old snowmobile tie rod, half Schedule 80 polk poles there. Got some awesome free ski poles. Compliments of Jan Horek. And yeah, so we're getting ready to head out. Well, if you never see us again, let this be evidence.
A whole hell of a lot of people out here, huh?
No, not a lot of people out here at all. Sweet. Well, let's I got the properly put on the poles there. All right, off we go. Look at this. Well, we can count on the lake not being fished out, Matt. That's kind of nice.
What'd you say?
Look at that. You're like a polar explorer. Yeah, I must say that skiing, even pulling a sled, is way easier than snowshoeing.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's just because I'm fat, but it seems like I really break through on the snowshoes.
I'm not breaking through at all, even
Yeah.
with these.
That's awesome.
I do like it behind you.
I'll keep grooming for you. Hoofta. We made it. That was kind of wild portage. And we're on our second lake. Gonna head down to the far end of this one. Out around that point to the left. Sorry, I can't tell you what lake. It's a secret. Oh, what a beautiful day. Making good time. A little out of breath. It's an uphill portage and I'm out of shape, so yeah, boy. What an amazing mix of trees. Got popple, white pine, red pine, cedar. Just awesome. You know, you get so sick of the dead birch trees and the brush down on Lake Superior. This is truly awesome. What a gorgeous day. Yeah. Matt gets to groom for a little while. Oh, this is nice. It's pretty amazing how much weight you can actually pull on a polk sled. I mean, I got two cots, and they're not lightweight cots. They're Amazon specials. And, you know, we got a tent, 10 by 13 canvas tent, titanium wood stove, my fishing gear, 50 below bag, pad, saw, axe. I mean, you would never bring this much stuff out in the Boundary Waters in the summer, unless you're like, you know, just paddling in and not portaging. But that's basically car camping. So, but Matt's got all his gear, some fishing stuff, and then he's in charge of the booze, which is key, because if you're going to sit and jig all night, and might as well get on the liquor, you know. So somebody's got to feed the wood stove. Well, it's kind of hard going down our second lake, and there's no packed trail, and the snow is actually getting pretty deep. But the backcountry skis, I think, are the way to go. I tried a couple weekends back. I tried just the standard cross-country skis, and they went right to the bottom of everything. So going with the big wide telemark skis with the fish scales, and it seems like I like them better than the snowshoes. Unless I'm running a real large snowshoe, I'll punch right to the bottom. So yeah, this is working. It's definitely working. Well, we made it. Super sneaky. We're right on top of a underwater island as per the Google Earth and the GPS coordinates. Oh man, what a trek. Came from way down there and then way across the portage and way across another lake. Actually, it wasn't that far. It was probably only, I don't know, probably 3 miles, 4 miles. But snow is deep, and the sleds held up well. The bargain basement polk sled there, gotta say thank you to a YouTuber named Yankee Self-Sufficiency and Fine Coffee, or Snarky Coffee or something like that. The guy's hilarious. But anyway, he had an awesome hot tube video on the polk sled. And Matt's gonna punch a hole here, and we're gonna proceed to set up camp and catch some fish. So, all right, take it easy. So Matt, you want to explain to us what you're doing right there?
Oh, making a little dinner utensils. Seeing I forgot mine.
That's awesome. So the last conversation we had, what did I say?
Pick a fork or spoon or whatever you want.
So what would you consider as worse? Forgetting your sleeping bag on a car camping trip, or forgetting a spoon in the Boundary Waters?
Probably a spoon.
I think the sleeping bag, but still, pretty funny.
It's going to be pretty fantastic, though.
That is. You know, nice spruce spoon. You're going to have to go on YouTube and be one of those, like, super ultra bushcrafting guys. Like, this is how you make a spoon.
Should be able to shovel shit in with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, here we are cooking dinner. I'm got the cot set up. Got some holes drilled. Matt's got a minnow down. I'm gonna start jigging here as soon as dinner's over. Boiling water. Got some water heating up. My going with the easy dehydrated food. Didn't have time to try and do my own, although it'd be awesome if I did. I just wanted to get out here. So got some wood drying. Nice punky rotten birch that was down. So yeah, and then yeah, she's all set, ready to rock. Getting on the liquor, as Milo says. Got a little Canadian Windsor and Bailey's mixed with some nice hot water. Makes a little hot toddy. I don't know if that's the definition of a hot toddy, but got the old stove cooking. Some drying out the wet ass birch. And Matt's getting on the liquor. Looking a little rapey over there. That's no good. So yeah, getting ready for bed here. Just figured I'd give a panoramic view of the sweet. So yeah, that's the whole camp right there. 13 by 10 snow trekker. And I think, yeah, so that's the 4 Dogs titanium stove. Pretty happy with that. It's, we had it really cooking to try and boil some water for dinner, which it did. And everybody's saying, oh, it warps or it this or that. I got it used, so it already had a little bit of warpage in it, but it, no, really did a nice job. So, anyway. Well, good morning. We made it through a night. It was pretty awesome. Got on the liquor and fished all night with the rattle reels, and we caught one eel pout, which is actually pretty sweet because they taste like lobster. And so yeah, it's pretty awesome. Got the coffee perking, and minnows didn't die, so we still got bait. Had to go cut some fire this morning. It's a little windy out, a little crappy out, so I think we're gonna, neither one of us is real motivated to kick any butt outside with the tip up, so I think we're just gonna keep her going in the tent today. Well, good morning. Well, it's noon, day 2. Stove's cooking. The wind is howling out. We're at, I think it's about 0 to 10 degrees. I don't know. I don't have a thermometer. The wind chill is way, way, way below 0. Bait's still going good. It's downright comfortable in here. Bags are drying out. On these snow trekker tents, they got a vent up here in the corner. So on the downwind side, you open that vent up, and it takes all the moisture out, which is kind of nice. I was standing outside when the wind was barely blowing, and you could literally see the moisture rolling out of here. My bag was pretty wet this morning, and it's already started to dry out. Same with Matt's, and Matt obviously breathed a little heavier than I did last night. But yeah, I got a little wood stockpile, and we're fixing to sit here and do nothing all day except listen to the rattling raps and tell lies.
Half a jig on it too.
Yeah, well, we already got half a jig on the Bailey's and Windsor in the coffee is definitely the way to roll when it's crappy outside. So anyway, yep, there's a camp set up circa noon, day 2. It's getting a little messy. I might have to do some organizing here, but yeah, the old 2 Dogs titanium is throwing some heat. I'm happy with it. I was a little skeptical. It percolated coffee this morning. That was key. Got to have the percolated coffee, and made the oatmeal. That was another thing that was key. And got the reflective mats. Actually, just some of that cheap foil bubble wrap stuff. Actually saw that on YouTube also. So yeah, that was nice and lightweight. It keeps the ice from melting underneath the stove, and everything else is good to go. The old rattle reels did their job last night. Ended up picking up another fish, so we're 2 for 2. So, well, late afternoon. Well, mid-afternoon. It's only 2 o'clock. Definitely on the liquor. The fish aren't biting. We're trying to call them in using this, where you have a rattling wrap. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Jigging a rattling wrap. And right over here on the other side of me, we have the live minnow on a rattle reel. Matt pulled his tip up, singular, and is just rocking the rattle reel, being lazy.
And the liquor.
And the liquor, and that's part of it. Wood stove still cooking away. Not burning as much wood as we thought for being butt-ass cold out. And yeah, I'll just put it on to smolder and letting the pine logs burn like a cigarette. It's doing pretty good. Got the water staying warm there. Got to stay hydrated. I think that's the hardest part about winter camping is you don't realize how dehydrated you get. And both Matt and I have had bouts where we're like, oh crap, starting to can't cramp up, time to drink some water. But back to the booze. 1 part whiskey, 1 part, what is that, Bailey's, and then about 3-4 parts warm water. All right, last night we got the stove going. It's glowing a little bit. Got the hot water warming up, I guess. Got a little inland lake going, but no big deal. The stove's not sinking, so that's good. Got Matt on the liquor.
Pretty hard.
We're fishing pretty hard, as you can see. We got the rattle.
Almost got all the booze gone.
Yeah,
we're down to that much.
Yeah,
full cup.
Yeah, that's what counts. So yeah, last night in the woods. And
split wood.
Yeah, we got some wood to burn tonight too. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but I think we'll be warm. So that's what counts.
Just rude, comfortable.
You know, we were a little heavy coming in here, and I had to work a little bit, sweat a little bit, but I think it was worth it. I don't know. What do you think, Matt?
Oh, definitely worth it.
You know, I mean, we went with a little extra comfort, little extra, chairs, and we went with the cots.
Table.
Actually, the table, that was a purchase. Like I said, this whole trip is because I decided to make a little bit of a lifestyle change. I sold a couple of snowmobiles, decided it was time to go a little more active, and bought some cross-country skis. Got back to my roots. Jan Horak is happy.
My first trek in.
We did. Right. We did a little winter trekking. Bought the winter trekking tent and the stove off of Craigslist. Actually, the stove was local. It was a awesome local guy had bought it, didn't use it. He just wanted to hear some fish stories. The winter trekking tent I found on Craigslist, and gotta love Craigslist. We got the rattle reels rocking tonight. Probably can't see it because of the really, really, really bright. All right, that's the lantern. That's key, actually. I was planning on doing the LED headlights, but I love the lantern. So, yeah, try to drink up the rest of our liquor tonight, and I think we're doing it. We're getting there. I'm gonna go outside and get a few shots from outside because I think it's. All right, this is what absolute solitude looks like. We got the tent here. The stove cooking, and pretty bright moon tonight. It's pretty bright. Luckily, because I'm kind of a cupcake, we haven't had any Timberwolves visit us, which is nice. That's always fun. We got the tip-ups out with the pagers on underneath we had some pretty heavy wind today, so we had to put them under the sled, the freight sleds, so they didn't get drifted in, because that was an issue. We got skis. Matt back to the tent, and
Pretty fucking cool.
yeah, it's not bad. I can't complain. All right, last night here. Got the stove cooking, burning some wood. We both got the military black Bwca bunny boots on. I gotta say, if I'm gonna buy a boot where I'm just gonna stand in the water and the slush and on the ice and ice fish, impressed. I've had the Sorrels. I've tried the Steger Muckalucks, and those are awesome for really, really cold weather, lightweight. If you're not going to be doing a lot of traveling, I think the old Bwca military surplus boots are the way to go. They're very comfortable. I did pack in a pair of muck boots, the insulated muck boots, just in case. But this is the first weekend out trying out the old military surplus boots, and they worked really well. I was very impressed. You know, we've been in the water, we've been in the slush, we've been on the ice. Right now it's 10 below outside. It's very nice in here, as you can tell by the glowing stove, but super comfortable, ultra comfortable. If you start getting cold feet, change your socks. They're just getting wet. Other thoughts, you know, as far as catching fish goes, it's the slow time of the season. We're not doing jack. We caught a couple of pout on the rattle reels. Been trying to jig, trying to whatever. It's just not happening. Hey, if they're not biting, they're not biting. It'd be nice if they were, but it is what it is. Another deal, this table here, that was key as far as keeping all your cooking supplies off the ground. Kind of nice. I've gone with tarps in the past. Super happy with that. That's new. Never done that before. And then back to the 4-dog stove. Bought it used with without the adjustable 90-degree there, and I bought that at a hardware store, burned it off. It was a galvanized 90. I got another one on the top of the pipe for a kind of a wind direct. So if the wind changes, you can just direct the smoke the other way. Key. We had the wind coming out of the south when we got here. We set up camp. The wind changed literally 180 degrees, and if it weren't for the 290s that I had with us, we'd be totally screwed. We'd have to literally take down the tent, move it 90 degrees, and reset it back up. So that was key. Yeah, I think we're golden. We're off the liquor. We're out of liquor. We are now on the water, which is probably a good thing. And hydrating up for the trek tomorrow, and gonna pack it up and get out of here. So we'll see you tomorrow on the trek out. Well, just packing up. Day 3, gonna ski back out. Stove performed mint. Table was key. Got one keeper, taking it home, so not so sure we needed the frying pan, but it is what it is. I think when I get home and unpack, I'm going to kind of reassess everything that I brought and shouldn't have brought, and that's Matt's load there. Got pretty cold last night. I'd have to say it was probably 20 below, maybe a little more. Really cold, and yeah, pretty comfortable in here. Got a little chilled toward the morning. I got complacent and didn't put extra layers on inside the bag.
Liquor does that to you.
Yeah. And so I had to get up and throw an extra layer on and start a fire, but it was not a big deal. It wasn't cold, just uncomfortable. So yeah, other than that, so far so good. Got the one thing that was key that Matt brought were all these gear hangers. Those are key. Wet jackets, wet everything. Man, it's amazing how much faster stuff dries when it's hanging up there. So, well, here we are. Almost all loaded up. Finding spots for everything to go. The tent is about twice the size it was due to the snow and ice, but everything else is packed in there, so that's good. And we're going to take off, and we're going to go up the lake that way, as far as the eye can see. We're going to hang a right through Portage. We're going to head down another lake all the way, as far as the eye can see, and then we're home. So, all in all, we got one walleye, 2 pout, a little buzz. I think it was a good trip. yeah, we definitely were on the wrong spot. That was the spot we were on, and we should have been on that far spot over there. It's amazing what, 70 yards will do, but so until we get back. Well, Matt, time to goggle up, huh? It's a little chilly out. Below zero, and yeah, it's below zero, and we are getting some wind. We are getting a lot of wind, actually. So, goggling up, got the face masks on, nice and warm. Got the Rosies. We're gonna start trekking here. Our tracks are almost gone. That's too bad. Would have been nice to have a nice packed track. Well, you can't have everything. Some things in life aren't free. Well, the track is sort of packed. And at least we're not punching through. We tried the snowshoes, and those just didn't work. There's nice crust, and unfortunately you just punch right through. That's no fun. I guess we could probably either carry less weight or lose some weight, but this is fine. There's my shadow. What a beautiful day. As cold as it was last night, it's kind of hard getting out of bed. Better wait for Matt here. Got up this morning, it was a good 20 below. Didn't really want to get out of the sleeping bag. He's coming. All right. Sweet. Into the wind. I feel like a polar explorer. We were all excited because we thought we'd have this awesome packed track for our way out. Since we're only on for 3 days, but it's sort of packed. It's just drifted in. So Matt graciously took over Boomer for a little bit. It's way easier following. Oh yeah. Last portage, last lake. Pretty awesome. A little bit downhill. Gonna stop for a water break up here. I got a little tangled up in a drift back there. Sled tipped over. So Matt took the higher road. I took the lower road and he beat me. All right. Hoofda. Made her. Rolling into the landing. Said we made it. We're rolling into the landing. Yeah. Oh, hardest part of the trip right here. Uphill to the car. Been going since just after breakfast, and even though you can hear it's cold, it's so cold the snow's groaning, I am warm. A little herringbone here up this hill, and we should be home free. Yep, time spent. See if anybody can recognize this landing. Yeah, there she is. Vehicles. Never been happier to be home sweet home. Yeah, awesome trip. Matt, you're awesome. That was fantastic. What a trip. I got such an endorphin high right now, it's ridiculous. Oh man. Well, back to civilization.